Mothership Vengeance status. Operation Sacred Fire Log, date 092717. The Vespo ground exploration has been successful in achieving its goals. Contaminated force attacks are infrequent. Lieutenant Colonel Compagna and I, Commander Stimulik, are currently readying to awaken the Kohrak Swarms, while Tarok Zal delivers the key to the hive.
Everything's in place, sir.
Excellent. This is a day that many of our kind have endured and sacrificed to prevent. Now, unfortunately, we have no alternative but to make it happen. It's time. Release the Kohrak Swarms.
Renee Anglau. Duishai.
Kohrak Swarms have been unleashed. The fleet is ready, awaiting your word.
The fleet will travel to the worlds that have fallen prey to this crystal menace and liberate them from this darkness.
They'll be mobilizing momentarily. We'll be sending them to slam directly into the enemy forces. This will be a battle like no other.
It will provide a deviation so that the Ravens and Bellwether can commence the final battle. Speaking of which, Allah, do you copy?
Yes, sir.
Your duty here is done. You must warp to Spherus and rendezvous with Bellwether. I'll be sending you coordinates soon. Your destiny is to be with them in the final moments.
Affirmative. My destiny has come. It's been an honor.
Alar, take care. This will be nothing like Planet Akasha.
No problem, Spitfire. Best of luck to all of you.
Alar has entered warp and left the system.
What about us, sir?
Allah will be the best we can offer. We'll stay here and monitor the progress of the swarms. It will be a fight on a massive scale.
Alright, andiamo.
7 years of combat have finally led up to this moment. It's all up to them now.
This is Major Ruslan Murukov on board the Physicus FI-170B Tuman. My space journey is going well so far. It's a whole different one to my previous one in life. Knowing me, I'll always be on one, whether by order or by my own will, whether to provide sanctuary to the innocent or deliver retribution to the irredeemable. Once I'm done with this mission, I must link up with one of the main Kohrak fleets and follow them on their quest. They should be on their way any day now. In the end, I will head to the main enemy planet, Spherus Aparita, the Bellwether's destination. They will need all the help they can get. I hope I can make it in time.
Colonel Takanova.
Commander Strakovsky, are you ready for this?
Yes. More importantly, are you?
Yes. We'll be reaching Spherus, the old home world of a great race, and actually, where Assyria descends from. She wasn't like everyone else. I can relate to that. In other news, our Vespo journey should be completed by now. Do you believe they did it?
Knowing Sturmovik and Spitfire, and their recent achievements in Korea, they will get the job done.
Of course. But now Earth is on the steps of the gallows. We went through all this just to discover who we are. You have finally found your own story, and still you seek answers. The path you walk was not to be here, but in here. You understand. Your destiny is clear. So many of our dreams first seem impossible. Then they seem improbable. And then when we summon the will, they soon become inevitable. You remember the day we first met? When I believed you would be our top ace? Yes. You taught me that it was never too late to try again. I remember thinking to myself, we may fail. We will most likely fail often. But failure going after our dreams is nothing compared to the failure that is settling for a life that we never wanted. It was never too late to make this very day the best of my life. Well, this is it. I must give the briefing for what could be the very last time. Let's achieve our destinies. Alright, I'll be there. Let's make the future begin.
This is a broadcast from the VCD Command Cruiser Bellwether, and maybe the last will and testament of Lieutenant Colonel Taj Takanuva. The galaxy is dark, empty, and cold. It spins inevitably toward death. You will die too, one day. Perhaps you will have longer than we have. We hope so. But one day you too must vanish. Until that time, you must light the darkness. You must make the night less empty. We are all small, and the universe is vast. But a universe filled with voices saying, I am here, is far greater than a universe silent. One voice is small, but the difference between 1 and 0 is as great as 1 and infinity. And when your time is passing, please send this message on, so the next voice can speak against the darkness.
Welcome. It is time to start the briefing. After numerous defeats against humanity, these deranged aliens have returned to take over the Earth. They have launched a large-scale offensive on multiple fronts to eradicate us for eternity. In response, we have created an operation plan, similar to that of Operation Eternal Deliverance, the last battle of the invasion. Here is your current setup. Although the Kohrak forces are succeeding on multiple fronts, we are seeing a large amount of hostile forces attacking the regions. Our battle with the Shift Rogues, led by Lieutenant Campbell, has cost us valuable time and opportunities. That's why we have come to this inexorable consequence. In response to everything, we have decided to engage in a last-ditch operation, attacking strategically vital installations. You, the Raven Fighters, will help turn the tides and destroy the source of these crystals and their twisted creations. We don't want you to die fighting. We need you to fight to the end, and we need you to be alive for that. Unfortunately, we have no other alternative. Your mission is to descend to the planet's surface, areas which will be assigned shortly. Then you are to infiltrate the planet's inner chambers, find the core to these crystals, and destroy it for good. The previous raids, the intel from planet Akasha, and our force in planet Vespo, have given us intel that there is a commanding entity behind the crystals, known as Divine Rampart, the successor to the Horda Gestorada of Eternal Deliverance's final battle. Lieutenant Colonel Takanuva will fly lead for this mission. Lieutenant General Maxwell will be commanding on board Bellwether, and Lieutenant Paula will handle communications. This is the most decisive and ultimate mission any of us have ever undertaken. It is of such utmost importance. The survival of all things depends on its accomplishment. United, you must defeat the Shadow. This demanding mission will be codenamed Operation Closing Salvation in the meantime. The fate of this universe rests in your hands. Launch!
Now there is no turning back. Let's make the future begin.
Bellwether has returned to cruising speed. All Raven fighters have been deployed.
So it begins. If we lose this battle, we'll lose all of VCD's main force. Even if that were not the case, if all the crystals lying dormant on Earth awaken simultaneously, it'll be the end of mankind. Godspeed, squadrons.
Roger that, General Maxwell.
Begin our descent to the mother planet Spheris. Numerous alien ships confirmed in satellite orbit. Proceed with caution.
All squadrons attack! As expected, they've been waiting for us. However, there's no time to make a detour. We must wipe out any enemy forces that obstruct our descent path.
To negotiate all planes, prepare for atmospheric re-entry.
Approaching the surface. This is it.
Hold on. Going down. Jetter on the move. I think I'm going to be sick. Hang in there, Vladimir. It'll be over before you know it.
I need everything you have, Captain Dumbledore. Now stay in tune.
What an advanced civilization. But could it be that it's the planet itself that is contaminated?
This must be what we had thought is their mother planet was in fact an already contaminated planet.
Is this the future of Earth? Is lifeless planet?
We're here to prevent that from happening. To destroy the enemy at its source.
Yes, sir.
Enemy fighters upcoming.
Have a lot of company.
Wilco, I'm on my way.
Initiating transformation.
Wait, what is this? There's something odd. It appears to be a planet which once sustained life. The atmosphere seems to consist almost completely of carbon dioxide and some nitrogen.
Do you really think this is the appropriate time for a science class?
My apologies, but I feel as if I've seen this atmospheric composition ratio somewhere before.
Alright guys, let's do it.
Commencing attack speed.
I'm on your side, Michelle. I'll follow you to the very end.
Just like the good old days. Now I remember why I hated them so much.
I'm reading an ultra-high energy signal deep beneath the surface. It's unlike anything I've come across before. There's a high probability that this is the source.
I see. So it's underground. There must be a path leading to it. Extend the range of our radar and search the surface for leaking energy.
In the canyon ahead, there is an energy vent from underground. I'm deploying all Raven fighters to that location.
Well done. Did you hear that, Ravens? It looks like we'll have to head underground and destroy them directly. Set course to the objective point immediately.
Look out!
Cut to the left. I'll take the leader. Fire guns. Say goodbye.
Go for it! I know you can do it.
Star Raven has made a successful incursion with Skyfighter C, vanquished right behind them.
We've got to hurry, but keep your cool.
Alright, the rest of the Raven fighters in the Bellwether will support from the air. It will be disadvantageous to fight separately, so gather around the Bellwether and lend each other support.
We have to push this faster.
Proceeding at full throttle. Entry point up ahead. We're diving straight in.
We're going in. Go, go, go.
Commencing descent.
CO2 at 95.32%, nitrogen at 2.7%.
Shiria, focus on the battle right now. You can investigate the atmospheric composition to your heart's content afterwards.
Ah, yes, I'm sorry.
We can do it! We can do this!
That was too risky. I'm just glad they're in safely. Remember, folks, we're here to fight, not get ourselves killed.
Well, it's one thing that civilization is progressing, but all these machines make for a boring scenery. Personally, I need a view of the ocean to relax me.
Ocean, water, CO2, analysis. Oh, I got it. I remember, General. It's Mars. This atmospheric composition is exactly the same as Mars.
The same as Mars, is that so? Although I fail to see exactly how that is important.
There is water on Earth and on Mars. That is said to be the reason why there is only life on Earth. Yet, there apparently was water underneath Mars's surface.
Who knows? I'm not a scientist. I haven't got a clue.
Guys, we got ground units incoming. They're creatures. It looks like manas. Oh, great. We got a door to kick. The manas are getting closer. The gate's been destroyed. Open sesame. Nice work, Hurricane 1. Let's go in. Alright, keep your eyes open. And don't bring the ceiling down on top of us. Sure thing, sir. Oh, it's an abyss. Wedgetail, go up. We'll keep going down. Okay, Akira. Good luck.
Victory is in sight. You can do this.
That's it, Alar. Keep targeting the manas.
Roger that. Star Raven. Good luck and honesty.
If it were that there was first water and fun.
If for some reason life, the water, and the oxygen disappeared from the atmosphere, are you saying that was caused by the crystals?
I thought it was odd when we first came to this planet. Regardless of the contamination caused by the crystals, in order to destroy all life on the planet, it would take too long using weapons. I see. What you're suggesting is that the crystals attacking Earth were not meant to contaminate the weapons, but were meant to change the atmosphere itself? Impressive.
Then what would be the crystal's motive for doing that?
I don't know that much, but we may have been thinking about this all wrong.
The manas have been disabled. That was close. Closing moments. We are lucky.
It's an unnerving but beautiful sight.
Assyria, can you analyze the properties of the crystals around us?
I'll try. The crystals here are made mostly out of hydrogen and oxygen. In other words, they are close to condensed water.
So what is being made here is different from the contaminating crystals after all.
If water is present, it's likely that terraforming is on the agenda. There is a chance that the same thing that happened in the early stages of Earth's oceans will occur here.
After turning the entire planet into an uninhabitable planet like Mars, in time it will transform it back into a planet where life can live.
Seriously? The crystals are trying to reset the planet?
It looks like it was more than a simple space invasion by extraterrestrial life.
Can we win to entities who are on a scale like this? These are beings who control planets, not live on them. That doesn't mean we can just give up. Besides, I've already planned my schedule for my vacation days.
You're right. All we're required to do is to do our best to complete our mission.
Well, that's a whole other direction to take things. Far out cry for this big discussion.
This is the same civilization, or a different civilization of crystals. So I'm not entirely sure if they even have a concept of civilization.
All units, the magnetic field surrounding the Ravens is turning into a storm. At this rate, our communication will be severed.
Star Raven 1, can you hear us? Respond. What is going on?
Hurricane 1, Sky Kid, go! I'll take it from here. What? Aquila, I am not leaving you here. I must face this alone. Ensure nobody pounces me during this final stand. Our moment of destiny is arriving. Roger, sir. Hope you make it back. Godspeed, Star Raven.
Lost communication. It's all up to them now. What are these things?
I don't want to even consider cheap answers like them being the wake-up
Star Ravens return victorious. Star Raven 1, I don't know if you can hear me, but make it home alive. I'm here. I'm finally here. You can no longer hide in shadow.
I am Shadow, the shadow to destroy the light. Leave, or accept your doom.
I am done running. Peace and order will be restored this day.
Warrior of light, thou so bold, but at heart you are still a man.
I will push through and destroy your master's schemes.
You will only face me. Your weapon is a renegade, corrupted in our systemic ways.
Not corrupted, liberated. It rose to meet this moment.
It must be destroyed for the sake of our purity. Shadows of winter will consume the stars. Master, I have failed.
This is it. This is it. The course is clear. Go!
I have arrived, Takamura. Surrender, or face your damnation.
Your forces have witnessed more than any one entity. I never surrender.
It shall be written. Your race will spend its dying days in remorse.
I will spend my dying minutes in resistance.
My machines honor the martyr's will. You are strong. You are the warrior of light. But now arrives your final trial.
Oh, wow.
You may be hailed as a hero, but you are as flawed as any human. Flawed and weak and frightened before this more powerful enemy. And so their story seems to be reaching its end at last.
Maybe we will not see me win today, but Earth will go on. And someday we will triumph.
I will become the ground you walk on, the air you breathe. No longer must I fight you to rule a universe. I will become the universe. Cannot run forever.
I don't need to. I'm a human.
I have fallen. This cannot be.
We will rebuild and create our future. To fall is life, to rise is living. That is the way of me.
It is written. Farewell.
Star Raven 1 to Bellwether. Mission complete. Returning to base.
General, the surrounding energy signals have all stopped. All enemies who have been engaged with the Raven fighters have stopped functioning.
Oh, could it be that they've really managed to succeed? Breathtaking.
Victory is ours. It's the end of the journey. We really did it! Yahoo! We saved the galaxy today. Ravens, you made me proud. All I can say is, well done. They really did it.
The fighting abruptly ends when the countless contaminated weapons come to a halt. The pilots of the Raven fighters are briefly welcomed back by the crew of the Bellwether. Down below, the crystals dissolve, oceans return, and life awakens again for the planet. The atmosphere and biosphere are freed from their subjugation. Spherus Magna had been restored. After a short celebration and rest, the general and the entire crew grow solemn again, as they contemplate the difficulty of returning home after the serious problems which had occurred aboard Bellwether in the final battle. Is there no way to make repairs?
I've checked with the maintenance chief numerous times, but the main power of the adjustment control mechanism is broken. Only a selected number of scientists from the weapons development sector can comprehend the control program of that portion, which means that we cannot undergo repair aboard the Bellwether.
What about our signal back to Earth?
We've been sending it for the past month, but the Alcubierre drive stored aboard the Bellwether is a simplified system developed for our return trip back, so apparently there is no way to know how far its communications reach.
Even if we develop the system, if we can't control the output, it'll be like going through a blender. We'll be shredded to bits in outer space. I don't know if they've received our attempts of communication. We have a month's worth of supplies, but it's worrisome not to know what will happen after that.
Well, there's no point in worrying about that now, and at the moment there's no point having no energy from lack of eating, and so I'm off to the celebration dinner.
How optimistic, although it might be important at a time like this.
Quite so. Maybe I'll follow suit and drink my little remaining coffee.
Wait, General, we've received a response to our message. It's from VCD. What a relief. It appears they've received it. I'll patch us through, although it is a one-way transmission.
This is ISAF High Command. General Maxwell, Colonel Takanuva, Commander Strakovsky, and the entire crew of the Bellwether, well done. We've witnessed your victory through the halting of the contaminated weapons. On the many fronts of the war, the alien technologies wilted before their masters. Right now, the entire Earth is in utter celebration. ISAF is currently putting together a special team to rescue you, the heroes who saved the Earth. Most likely they'll be able to go and get you in the next few days, so hold on to hope and wait.
Yes, Captain, we've been rescued.
The transmission hasn't ended yet. Hold on a sec.
Oh, and Max, I've loaded a lot of coffee beans onto the rescue ship, so you'll have that to look forward to.
What? Really? We've been saved!
General, it still hasn't ended yet.
I'll say once again, thank you all. The Earth and her universe owe you everything. Prepare your journey home, heroes. We'll be waiting. Helga Lindenbaum, signing off.
This is a message to all crew members from Commander Strakovsky. The battle has ended. However, we cannot be certain that the threat has passed. It is all right to rejoice, but hold on to your responsibility as a soldier in the days leading up to our rescue. With the halting of the contaminated weapons and the crystals, this battle has come to an end. Even with the possibility looming that another battle may be waiting somewhere across the universe, the soldiers spend this time to bask in their happiness. Hey, Lieutenant Colonel. Hey, James. It worked. We did it. You've surprised and saved us all again, Taj.
We did. I saw my death in my dreams many times, but I didn't die. You are better than your fears, better than your nightmares. But to find out, we have to face them all. We had to get through the worst to prove that we're the best. That was our reality.
Your reality indeed. It is whatever you want it to be.
So, what's going to happen now?
Well, the rescue ship is inbound, but it might take a few to get here. We'll probably wander around a bit. Maybe find a secret or two. It's a whole new world after all.
The inside might be blacker than night, but at the end of the tunnel, there is a light.
And we mustn't forget our friends that ventured into the dark. Were it not for their efforts, we would have surely perished. The way Assyria guided us in, Maxwell commanding us in the heat of battle, Strakovsky leading our wingmen, who were there for every mile of the journey.
Your destiny, which you chose for yourself, was to stand with us. So, I think it should be time soon to start the journey home. And we have no idea how we're going to do that. I propose we do it one step at a time. After all, there's plenty of new opportunities to explore. A whole new world, a whole new universe.
Soon we'll go back to the Earth. Life here will grow again. Order soon to return. And a plan unfold. There'll be another story. There usually is when one ends. And we mustn't forget our friends who are by our side this whole time. Even those who aren't here to see this day. The best way to honor them for the gifts they have given us is to make this world what they wanted it to be. A place of peace. A living world where inhabitants can achieve their destinies. So, it's time to gather up all our friends, new and old, for it is time to begin.
New legends awake, but old lessons must be remembered. For challenges never stop evolving, and neither do we.